Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. We're going to do a collective reading using the Morgan Greer Tarot and the Kipper deck. So as you know, well if you're new, then just know that when the Kipper deck enters the room, you enter at your own risk. Because that deck there is very trippy and things can get a little wonky. Alright, so Morgan Greer Tarot, I'm looking for 10 cards for a Celtic cross spread. What messages do you have for the collective at this time? So this reading may or may not be for you. If it resonates with you, then please take it. The Two of Pentacles just flipped out, or flew out. So did the Four of Wands. So there may be well, you know, holiday season is upon us. We do have Christmas, we've got New Year's. So you could be having to juggle time for your time, you know, around your family, time with your loved ones, or a partner. There could be a lot of going back and forth, ups and downs with that. You may feel if you're in a relationship, you may, and like I had the same energy, like about it was about a 3-week time period, not too long ago, a few weeks ago, that my boyfriend and we had a lot going on, and we were, you know, together in each other's presence, but because of all the things going on around us, like, we weren't able to be intimate or have sex, and we had to go 2 weeks and, you know, not do that sort of thing. And, you know, it was kind of stressing me out a little bit. It made me a little depressed. So it's like, you could be having that same situation, like if you're in a relationship with someone where it's like you've got so much going on that you don't have time for each other in that aspect. Alright, Kipper deck. Prepare yourself for clarifiers. What information and or guidance do you have for all viewers at this time? Alright, so now we'll get started. Ooh, okay. And keep in mind that you are on the opposite side of the table from me watching the cards. So you're going to see a mirrored version. Everything's going to be upside down for you, the viewer. Okay, so for me, we've got the Ten of Swords. So there's been a painful ending. And it looks like there's been more than one. Like, there has been a pile up of being stabbed in the back. This is like the ultimate backstabbing. The ending of, I mean, thankfully, it's the 10, so it's a culmination. This has just recently happened to either you or someone that you're dealing with. Someone's been stabbed in the back here by several different things. Someone could be feeling betrayed, like they failed. You could feel like, you know, financially you're in ruin. Somebody could have a mental breakdown, but someone here has been definitely stabbed in the back, and it's like it's 10 different ways to Sunday. So there's been a pile up here of just bullshit. This could be around an air sign, like a Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius. However, I feel like with the moon here as the challenge, it almost seems like whoever this ending happened to, and it looks like it was a breakup of some sort. I feel like this person didn't really see it coming. Like this was an high emotionally charged situation, and I feel like this is definitely a breakup. You know, we do have the swords here, so this could have been, you know, like a karmic type of relationship, or you could feel like this was a soulmate, but somehow, some way, there wasn't balance. It was one-sided. There wasn't harmony within this. It's almost like one person wanted it their way or the highway. So, and like I said, I feel like this is something that was done behind the scenes. Like someone did not see this coming. I feel like that's why it was very much like feeling like stabbed in the back. Someone's definitely left out in the cold. And yes, this is between, you know, two people, a partnership that someone thought, you know, could have been like the be all, end all, be all. And then something painful came along and happened. And it could have been too that someone was like, you know, I don't really want to be in this connection anymore. So while there is this painful ending, one person has become like a recluse. They are keeping all their eggs in their basket. They're not sharing anything. They're holding back. And if there was some type of ending here in this partnership, then I would say the masculine is holding his, he's really keeping his money to himself at this time. I'm gonna okay. This is definitely around two people. This is a soulmate, destined partnership. There was a bad ending here, a painful ending, a breakup, some way, some shape or form. Now, let me just say, if you did not break up, then something happened. I almost feel like something happened to the masculine to where he got stabbed in the back somehow. So it's almost like because he went through this painful ending, he somewhat went within himself and withdrew from you to where it took a toll on your relationship. So let's say if you are, because this is a general collective reading, if you are still together, then it's like whoever had like this mental breakdown or just had too much shit going on, it came at them at one time and caused them to have a tower moment or a fall, then that person is so emotionally like beaten that they've pulled away and like are really being selfish and just looking after themselves. So if you are still together, then it has pulled this person away to where it's taken away from your relationship. Something here has definitely pulled one person to the side. But there is, and when I do these readings, you know, this over here, this is like the past, the present, the future. So I always say in threes, because we've got, you know, 1, 2, and 3, past, present, future. So when I say threes, it could be 3 days to 3 weeks to 3 months. So in the past 3 months, there was a wonderful partnership that you shared with someone. because of this painful ending right here, I feel like this person, whoever had this painful ending, was blindsided. They didn't really see this coming. And because they didn't see it coming, it's caused them to really be kind of bitchy, cold, not being, and closed off. They're really closed off. So if you're with this person, then it could have made this person really go into their shell and just kind of sit there and be to themselves. And it's like if you live with the person and you could really feel alone at the moment because this person is just so withdrawn from life, society, and the relationship. So this person is really like holding everything they got to themselves. They're not really wanting to come off with much or give much detail. They may not even be wanting to really talk about it either. But here within the next, I would say 3 days to 3 weeks to 3 months, there is going to be a wake-up call with this person. Now, I don't know what this wake-up call is, but it will, I don't know if, the universe works in mysterious ways, and it does things for us. So when it does things for us, it very well could bring about a situation or a tower moment where it wakes this person up to be like, look, dude, either you get back in your relationship in this program here and work on this, or you're going to lose it. Like, it's almost like, definitely a wake-up call for sure. Definitely a wake-up call. So there is going to be like a resurgence, or like this person, because of this Ten of Swords moment here, it could have really made this person close off and go within. And because of this going within and really being stingy with their time, their money, their efforts, and they're being stingy with everything they have right now. They're really just looking at themselves, and that's it. They don't really care about anyone else or who else is affected by this. This situation here is really asking them to overcome their fear and to find the truth and to conquer anxiety if they have it from this situation. And I do think they will. There is going to be a reassessment, reflection, inner calling, a rebirth, a reckoning, an awakening, an absolution here before too much longer. And this actually could be next month, in the month of January, because we have Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde will really put you on your ass and make you sit down. And when I say the universe works in mysterious ways, like it does, it will. If it's asking you to really sit down and contemplate something, which Mercury retrograde does that, if you refuse to do it, then it will make you feel exhausted mentally, physically, and emotionally, where you have no choice but to sit down with yourself and to be alone with your thoughts. It will like single you out, basically, because you're not doing what it's asking of you. So there is going to be a time period within the next month or two where this person's really going to sit down and get with themselves and really think and reflect and look and figure out exactly what it is that they want. And I would say that this partnership is definitely going to be on the forefront during this reflection. This person may come to the realization of this is really what I want, and if that's the case, then I need to go back and fix it, or I need to work on changing it. All right, so this person, they are really sad, depressed, and are in despair about what has gone wrong. they're so focused on what's gone wrong that they're not seeing your relationship. And there is going to be a walking away. Now, because this is a general collective reading, either this person's going to be walking away from, you see how, like in the Five of Cups here, you see how we have, you know, this person, they're really focused on the stuff that didn't work out. Whereas behind them, if they would just turn around, you are right there. You and their love is right here. If they would just turn around, if they would quit focusing on what went wrong and just turn around and face you, they would have love. Because you're standing there, you're waiting. But it's like they're so bogged down by all this bullshit over here, this Ten of Swords, that they are in, you know, they've got to go through the process in the morning of, in the grieving process of whatever went wrong. And they will. They will. So keep in mind, because it's a general collective reading, this might be you who ends up walking away. Because you're like, you know, I've had enough. We've got the moon again. You know, it's like, I know this shit happened and it fucked things up, but you're also allowing it to fuck us up. So if you're going to fuck us up, then I'm leaving, because I'm not going to sit here and deal with this anymore. So it's either, that's either what's happening, to where either you're going to end up, it may take you walking away from them for them to snap back into reality, this wake-up call, this judgment. That might be the thing it takes for them to realize that they've got to let this bullshit go and quit focus on the negative and turn around and focus on your relationship, your partnership. So it's either going to be that, or it's going to be that they are eventually, at some point in time, because it is a process, at some point in time, they will, you know, once the grieving has run its course, once they've made peace with it, they've gone through the process, it could be that, you know, they finally are like, they're at peace with, they've come to terms with what has happened. And then they look at themselves and they're like, okay, now that this is over with and I've done all this, this is what's left. Now what do I want to do? And now how can I move forward? And it's the fact that they are walking away from the bullshit and letting the past go, this Ten of Swords go, so that they can find the new. Now, you over here, in the meantime, I would definitely, while this situation is going on, just to give you a heads up, the mailman is at my mailbox. My dog may bark. But you, in the meantime, focus on yourself. Definitely focus on yourself in the meantime while this is going on. If you have fear that maybe this situation is going to take a toll on you, just know that that's a fear. And I think that's why I'm telling you to focus upon yourself. Focus upon, like, while this person's over here doing their thing, okay? While they're going through this shitstorm over here, because trust me, whatever it is definitely a shitstorm. So while they're doing that, focus upon the things that bring you passion, that you can give energy to, that give you life. And I know that, you know, our partners tend to also give us life. You know, especially when we have this Two of Cups over here, which is like a destined partnership. I mean, we've got the Two of Cups here and also the Lover's card. So, I mean, this is like a happy, together, positive relationship of love, and one where you feel a bond with someone. But somehow, whatever this situation is here that happened, it's like broken the bond that the two of you once shared. So while this is going on, focus upon your looks. You know, don't let because I know sometimes when a relationship, especially one that we love, and it like, you know, something happens and it just fucks the person up. You know, you yourself have to sit there and watch them go through a shitstorm, and you have to watch them self-destruct. You watch them grieve, and a lot of times there's really nothing that you can do except for just being a warm presence next to them, and that's it. Because honestly, when a lot of people go through that, they don't really care to hear anything. They just want to sit in their grief and their misery, and I definitely feel like this person wants to sit in their grief and their misery. So while they're doing that, don't allow this situation here to diminish you or your light. There is going to be, well, it's a good thing that it's in reverse. Alright, so there is going to be an offer coming in. Now keep in mind, you are seeing this in reverse. So just remember that you're on the opposite end of the table, so you're seeing the mirror version. Okay, so there is going to be an offer coming in, and someone is going to take and seize the opportunity. They will take action. They will move forward. And it could definitely, I feel like, you know, it could be the thing that really snaps this person out of it. Especially I don't know exactly why the situation, this Ten of Swords, had to happen. Whatever it is, though, I would say it was necessary. It served some type of purpose. It did serve a purpose. Everything serves a purpose. You're going to have to focus and really dig deep in your strength during this time period, because as long as you, like, this situation will make you stronger. I will say that, okay? There's going to be balance and healing restored. It may take some time, okay? Your spirit team out there is really going to help you through this situation. There will be a balance and justice served. If you are hoping and wishing that like a solution arises, or that you two come back together, it will. It will. And as you're going to watch this whole situation pan out. You're going to watch it play out. And when it does, like, if you continue to move forward like I suggested, and I'm talking to the female here, okay, the female viewer, I feel like this ending here happened to the male in this dynamic, okay? Now, here's another thing I'm getting. Something like the Ten of Swords can be definitely words. So if this masculine walked away from you because you guys had a heated argument that somehow like came out of nowhere, and you could have had an argument because you need more from him, and he wasn't necessarily wanting to give you more. He was really being stingy with his with what he was able to give to the relationship. You wanted more out of the relationship, and he just wasn't really willing to give more. So you could have ended the relationship with him because you wanted more out of it, which he was not wanting to give. But so that could have you very sad and depressed at this time, because You were thinking, okay, well, we had a great partnership. We could have had a really good relationship if he would have given more. So it could be that, you know, he walked away and left you here somewhat grieving and being sad and depressed and upset over the loss. But there is going to be some way, shape, or form a resurgence of this. And he may come back around, because we do have, there's a lot of cups here. Okay, a lot of cups. So I feel like, and we've got at the bottom of the deck, the Justice card and the Six of Pentacles. So I do feel like on a karmic level, something is going to bring him back. I don't feel all is lost. So focus upon yourself, keeping yourself, you know, looking good, doing things that you enjoy, especially things that you can put your time and effort to that really bring you pleasure, like the stuff that makes you feel good. I would really focus upon that. There is going to be a resurgence of this person coming back and giving you an offer. And it may actually be the offer that you originally wanted. Because like this Four of Cups in reverse, I'm glad it's in reverse, because that means that like someone, because there's a hand coming out and giving this offer that you don't see coming. You might not see this coming, but somebody's going to seize the opportunity here. This is forward movement. This is, yes, I'll take this. So I would say that, you know, behind the scenes, there is going to be, like on a karmic level, the law of spirituality, the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect. There is going to be something here, and it could be that the universe is what really messes with him in a way. Like the universe could, your spirit team could start giving him glimpses and pictures in his mind of what things could be like. He could be running into people in places or situations where he sees two people and he's like, oh, that could be me and my woman right there, but I fucked that up, so now I've got to go back and get her. Well, I do see someone's going to come back. Alright, let me start to clarify and see what else I can get out of this reading. What is this Ten of Swords here? What is this Ten of Swords? What is this ending here? And look, there he is. So he had a painful ending of some sort. I don't know if something happened within his family dynamic that caused this. What is this Lover's card here? What is this Lover's card? Yes, so there is a pathway, some way, shape, or form opening up here for this man. He's definitely in his thoughts and in despair about whatever has gone down with you and him. I feel like something, he is definitely thinking about you. If he left, if he had to leave for some reason, there is a pathway opening up for him to come back. But I feel like he's got to go somewhere and figure some shit out, and then once he figures it out, he will be back. I feel like there's a pathway or something opening up for him to see that I would say that you're the woman that he wants. You've got the house, the home life that he wants with you. I feel like he feels like if he doesn't see it right now, he will eventually see that he's going to have a prosperous relationship with you and him. But it almost seems like whatever happened to him right here, which could have been to do with his job, I'm not sure. What is this Two of Cups here? What is this Two of Cups? So there was definitely something like a good partnership that came in with you and this person. You and him could have been playing house. Um, I feel like he was happy when he was with you within the home. But something stole him or had to take him away, it seems like. It seems like something had to take him away, whatever this is. There's something around this. You'll have to leave me a message in the comments and let me know what this ending here is for him. What is this Four of Pentacles? What is this Four of Pentacles? And the Lovers again. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing two women. So I don't know if there's another woman involved, but there was definitely a choice here with who he wants to share his his time with. I feel like right now, currently, he is contemplating which one or who or where he wants to spend his time, or the person he wants to be with. If there's another woman involved, then this is an ex from the past that he might have been married to, or he had like a common law marriage with, he lived with, that he's like having to break that relationship down and pull things apart. What is this Judgment card here? Yeah, so he's going to come back because he's going to be deep in thought again. And I'm trying to tell you, when I tell you that he's been, because this is the first time I've seen the Concern card, but the Despair card, which shows a man in his head thinking in despair over something, and then the Thoughts card came out earlier at the bottom of the deck. So when I tell you this man's thinking about you in this situation, he is definitely thinking about you in this situation. Earlier when I said like the universe, your spirit team, whatever, is going to like bring this situation back together, there's 3-3 on this card. So the spiritual realm is definitely, I think, hitting him in his mind. He could very well have an ex. Maybe he had a child with this ex. He may have had like a community, like another family. And he is like having to sort things out with this person. He may be having to give her money or a payout. I feel like he's definitely in despair over it, but he's having to figure something out with another lady. So give him the time and space to figure it out, because he is going to be coming back. What is this Five of Cups here for? What is this Five of Cups? So this is going to go either one of two ways. Either you are in despair, you're sad, you're depressed over what happened, or this is him. And he is sad and depressed over what has happened. It almost seems like he had to leave and go focus upon and put time and attention towards something that he was stuck to. So it could have been a marriage or a long-term commitment, whatever. So you are going to have messages coming from, him. I feel like if he has an old relationship that he walked away from, that he had to leave and go fix or work on, something like that, There is going to be a lot of messages going back and forth between you and him while he goes and works on this. He is definitely going to put an end to whatever this situation is with this old person. There's a huge emphasis on an ending with that situation. So you know that it's coming. You expect it in the near future. What is this Eight of Cups here? You expect him to return as well. So something happened where you could feel like something came up, because we got the Thief card that flew out. And here's this Despair card again. You could, the woman here, you watching, you know that he left, but you expect that he's going to come back. And you should expect for him to return, because he will. Something took him from you for the time being. Something did. So in the meantime, you're over here having to work by yourself. You may feel like, you know, you just left from a 2-income household. You've just gone down to a 1-income household. So that's going to change things. And you might have to focus on, you know, working a little bit more, picking up more hours, picking up a side job or a side hustle to make more money while he's off doing whatever the heck it is he's got to do. But he had to leave to go take care of something. And I don't know if he's got a child with this other woman, but he is definitely in despair and thinking about what has gone down and what has conspired around this situation. So I want to do this Queen of Rods. What messages and our guidance do you have for this Queen of Rods? Because this is you. Focus upon your money, because we've got sudden wealth here. So there's definitely, if you can focus upon yourself and your ambitions and your career and holding it down on your own, you are going to be met with just that. You will be met with the money, the jobs, the side hustle, the extra stuff, whatever it needs. As long as you focus upon that and stick with it and go after it, you will find it. And then you're going to receive a message from him, I think, while you're working. He may tell you that he is taking more time. He's kind of stuck or confined to having to handle this situation. What is this Four of Cups here for the collective? What is this Four of Cups here? Imprisonment. So he may come back and say, hey, I definitely want to work this out with you, but I'm still stuck to this situation with the past. It almost seems like, you know, whatever it is that he is having to work on, if it's a woman from the past that he's having to work on over here, then it may take a little bit more time than what you expected. You may have to be over here working your little ass off while he takes care of this situation. If this ex from the past played a card like woe is me, like something happened and she needed him to come back to help, then he had to leave and go take care of that. But in the meantime, it's really taken a toll on his finances and his emotions and his physical and mental well-being. So just know that when he comes back with this offer, it may not be exactly the offer that you want. There's going to be something in here where he's gonna be like, I feel though he's gonna give you an offer, but he's gonna be like, but me getting divorced or getting out of this situation here or getting this straightened out is gonna take a little bit longer than what I anticipated. So I have already counted up twice the number 11, the numbers on these cards. So it could be, that this situation is going to take like 11 more months or 11 more weeks for him to straighten out or to get out of. I'm going to ask one question. This offer that comes in, is he still going to be stuck to the past somehow? Is he still going to be stuck to the past? I feel like he's still going to be stuck to the past. But you will be able, but it's coming. It's just going to take, I think, a little bit longer than what you anticipated. So, that is all I have for you at this time. Please feel free to like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I do these readings once a week. And here, starting in January, which is not too far around the corner, I will be doing the monthly zodiac readings. I will get back into that. So just bear with me, because that does take, there are 12, almost 1 hour readings. So that's a lot. So bear with me. And if this is where I leave you, I'll see you again for the next reading next week. If you would like any oracle readings, then feel free to pop over to my Facebook page, The Urban Woman 222, where I do oracle readings. So I appreciate your time and attention. Happy holidays. Take care, and namaste.